All right, good morning, everyone. Let's also update this up here. We're going to do SPY, QQQ, likely Apple, likely Gap, likely Tesla. Let's see what other good ones do we have on here. We will go over GameStop as well. And we'll do some, let's see what other quick ones. XPEV, CLSK. All right. Save that. Put on some nice music. Some holiday music. And I will turn that down because I don't want to blast your eardrums. How about that? There we go. All right. All right. Good morning, everyone. Oh, just one more thing I have to open up. I hope you are having an amazing day. Good morning. Yes, it is, Terry. The first Friday of the month. I did not forget. And we are going festive today. Just have to get the layout editor up here. Let me get this set up over here so that when we are ready, I can go seamlessly. All right. And we'll start off with the big one. So, happy December 1st. Good morning, everyone. Today is my Free Friday, first and third Friday of the month. I do a live stream of my watch list every trading morning, except for if I have a family emergency or have doctor's appointments that I cannot, but I usually do it before or after, and then I do post the list, which is right here, on as a post for my YouTube followers. So today we're going to get started. I know Terry loves Tesla. If you have a stock that you would like to see me go over, please put it in the chat. We will be going over it. I will explain it as I go as to what I'm looking at, what I'm doing. If you have any questions, please put it in the chat. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So first off, I do the limits, right? Back in March of 2020, we went limit down on the SPY where we halted. So I, since then, have been doing my limit levels every single day. Have I seen it since March of 2020? No. Does that mean that it's not going to happen? No, right? Better to be prepared. It's that, hey, let me just get this set up and get it all prepared so that I'm ready, right? There you go. So there's the limits list. Let me open up my folder here. I just got to delete some old stuff before I go forward. All right, all right. There we go, delete those, and I can save this. So welcome, welcome. Where are you guys tuning in from? Let me know. I also have the watch list on my website, cjanetrade.com. And NVIDIA. NVIDIA is so high priced. You're trading that one? Sometimes you can get a better move off of something like Plug or AMC or GME. But for sure, we'll do that. Also, I look at the fear and greed every day, right? I check it out, see what's going on, and it's not loading. There we go. So we are slightly greedy today. Isn't it interesting that they choose the words fear and greed as opposed to advancing and declining, right? I find that interesting. Always something going on with verbiage, right? Then I also look at Forex Factory to see what are the announcements Hey, what do we have going on today with the announcements that could affect the market? The red tend to be pretty volatile. Unemployment. Okay, so for US, we have at 9:45 right here. We have final manufacturing numbers. 10 o'clock down. Board's vehicle sales usually doesn't do much, but we do have this FOMC Powell. Interesting, right? So let's go into that. Let's see if they have anything in particular. You can click on this and it will tell you, due to participate in a fireside chat, navigating pathways to economic mobility at Spelman College. Also, on Fridays, The Economist has their cover come out. I always like to look at it to see, okay, blue collar bonanza. Looks like maybe they're going to talk about construction, gems, interesting. Interesting that's blue collar bonanza. The hard workers, the construction workers, the police potentially. What else? Is Putin winning? I don't know. I don't really watch the news or listen to the news too much, so I don't know. Has that sort of died down? America's most conservative court, time for a methane deal, and political Islam after Gaza. Interesting that they use political Islam putting religion together. So I just like to look at those in the mornings when they come up to see, hey, what could potentially go on. With this one right here, this is when we were up at a high and it dropped, right? So it's interesting to see what they put on the covers. All right. So let me shrink this down and move this over. Interesting. We have VXX down as we have the index is down. That to me signifies that we will likely see a further move up because we see that VXX is down. All right, so let's clear this out. Let's build the list. If you have something that you want me to check out, let me know. I'm going to put it on the side over here. Why do I keep doing that? Wrong button. Hello. There we go. All right, so we'll add it to the list over here. We'll do NVIDIA. We will do silver. We will do GPS. I've been wanting to see what's going on with plug too. So I'll add those on. The bold are the ones that have had earnings already over the night, usually post-market or pre-market. Italics is happening tonight or tomorrow morning or Monday morning. And so we have this sorted by volume. We have Nexi that was pretty big jump. Looks like, yeah, it's a lower float. So we will put it on here, but we will give it a low float caution. So what does that mean? If the float is less than 20 million, then it's likely going to be a very fast mover and sometimes can be quite extreme. So that's what that yellow box is. It's a hey, caution. We also have Mara moving. That means that we're likely going to have Riot moving, as well as Bitto, as well as Coinbase. Yep, so we'll put Coinbase on here, and likely Bitcoin as well. When you start to see those, they all somewhat move together. We have Pixie, Shift Pixie, that is moving. That is not super low float. Where'd it go? Right here. Yeah, it is super low float, 564K. So we got some low floats on here today. So we will be extra cautious with those. I will do the extra ones after I get through the list, so do not fear on that. Rivian as well, Rivian Automotive is moving. UiPath is moving. That's a pretty big one. Let's put Path on there. All right, and we have Tesla moving down. CLSK, we're gonna put on Apple. Apple is moving down. We're gonna put on Microsoft today. Well, Microsoft's not moving that much. AMD is moving more. We'll put it on for Roger. Roger loves AMD. And VinFast Auto, all the way back down to $8. Wow. NVIDIA, yeah. XPAV, I'm looking right here as well to see the percentage change because Dell, we're going to put Dell on. With a bigger gap comes a bigger opportunity for a gap fill or a gap and go. All right. Any questions so far? Put it in the chat. Let's get started. All right. Let's turn these off over here. Boom, boom, save. All right. So Dell came back down to the 33 exponential over here on the 24-hour chart. So I like to see what's going on pre-market. Where's the higher probability day trade? We have up above 72.82. If we were to go lower right here, 72.40, yeah, we do have a nice little space right there. Point of control, the area where the most volume has been traded this morning since 4 a.m. is at 71.99. So we need to go above 72.40. The bulk, 70% of the volume has been traded between 71.80 and 72.20. All right, so we do have this little area right here. Was it 71.48, 71.77? Let's go 71.40 right here. So a nice little dollar range. And we had earnings last night. And I like to see the float so I know approximately how much activity do we need before it really moves. All right, hello, welcome, welcome. Put in the chat where you guys are tuning in from. I am officially a Canadian citizen now. So I do have dual citizenship. That happened on Wednesday. It was very exciting. Slide this right here so I can grab it a little bit more easily. Let's see, AMD somewhat topping off as well. Is it going to move down? So sometimes what I will do, I'll come over here, use the anchored volume profile from the low. Right, point of control is here at 113.47. Let's move it over from that area of a breakout and 118.83. So if we go below 118.83, then there's a chance for it to drop down further. 123 above, definitely moving up higher. All right, in my opinion, of course. So let's get to AMD, breaking this down. 121.62. Good morning. They were both born in Canada, but they are both dual. All right, 119.95 for the lower bound and 121.62 for the upper bound. But everyone is a dual citizen in my family, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Brenda, do you have anything extra you want to check out today? We're going to do NVIDIA, silver, gap, plug. All right, there we go. Let's do Apple-y. Ooh, it looks like a bit of a bull flag. Let's measure this move. This move was 24 points. 225. Gonna call it out now. If it continues to move up, 225. All right. If we go 190.15, not that much. It's a little harder. It's a little choppy in here. The best one would be up at 190.80. There's some little tiny scalpiness up here, but 190.80. And to the downside, 189.20. If for the bigger moves. All right, so point of control 189.75. Let's go all the way back from the high over here. Down here 178.64. So if we break up, look for that next leg up, 225. Ah, thank you. You mean it's spelled like normal word spelling? My trading brain didn't kick in fully. All right, CLSK. Looks like earnings. This is data processing. Bum, bum. They have earnings. Yes. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so this one, 592. Then it's little trade, 5 cents there. Let's put it 587. So because it is lower priced, we could go a little bit tighter in. And do 620 on the upper bound. 145 million. Sort of a parabolic curve here, but maybe it'll come down to 519.20 or test up at 667. Good morning, Roger. I know. Look, I did AMD for you, Roger. Happy holidays to everyone. We got AMD for Roger, Tesla for Terry. I'm missing David. David likes Novartis. All right. Point of control's down here. We can bring this up here. 234. How's everything for you out in Arizona? 236.22 and 234. Oh, Roger, you don't know, and everybody else too. If you guys want to go to Orlando, best place to stay in Orlando. Oh, right there. Well, you can find it. An event, that is my condo that I have up for rent. If anybody wants to rent it out, check it out. It's awesome. We spent our Thanksgiving there. It was very nice. So Path is rocking it, huh? Look at this, earnings, skyscraper. I think I'm gonna call that, make that a new term, earnings skyscraper trade. Very nice. Nice, Roger, nice. I find that when you go back to work and you try to do it, it's a little too much. You get distracted. That's what I see from the outside perspective, just so you know. Oh, it's coming to test. You know what? Let's put up at 50. Give it that extra, that round number. Oh, there we go. So we've cleared all the resistance over here just for fun. Let's put it right here. All right, so we are above. Put it over here. Hey, we are just above, like all this volume. Just, okay, let's go all the way back from 21. All the volume is that it's all the way down here, 1657. Hey, I'm just letting you know what I see, Roger. Just letting you know. We're missing Troy too. Where's Troy? I know he had a sick child at home yesterday as well, just like me. All right, let's check out Pixie. Caution on Pixie, low float. Be cautious. We're hitting a moving average here. Maybe it's going to come back down to 896. Let's put on some. All right. So point of control today is at 1099. I'll put this up here, 1120. And then to the downside, 960. There we go. So if we make this a 45-minute chart over here, and we put on the anchored volume profile from down here. Okay, 840. So if it goes down from 960, maybe it'll come down and test 840 over there. I will do the photo like this because it is lower float, and shorter time frames I find tend to be a bit better on the lower floats. All right, over here, 960, 1120, 406,000, super fast mover, super careful on that one, okay? Coinbase moving just as Bitcoin is too. We are at a breakout potential zone here. All right. 2127 for the lower area down here, and 128.80. $167 million. You can see we are back to old levels from May of 22. So if it breaks above 133.64, watch for bigger moves up. Let's go to Mara, also tied into Bitcoin. Very similar chart. If this goes above 1276, watch for 13 test and then potentially test of 1376. Let's do 1225. And yeah, 1276 up here. guys hear the music that I'm dancing to? Otherwise, it just looks like I'm dancing for no reason. Like in a movie when they shoot the scene and there's people dancing, but there's no music playing. They just have to create a beat. All right, let's go Nexi. Up 300%. Looks like just a little bit of a short squeeze, so we'll do the same thing. 45 minutes. We'll go from the really big area down here. Ooh, it looks like they sold at 11:09. Careful, caution, caution. If you're going long, caution, caution. It looks like it might be a pop and major drop today. Gonna put that here at 10 for the lower bound. Could come down to 850 and then down all the way down here, 519. Long way to go, so be careful, right? The low floats are ridiculous. As long as you're on the right side, it's a good trade. So 12, let's go from over here just for fun to see on this one. Okay, so they sold there. Okay, point of control is hanging out right at 11. So it looks like actually 11:09. 11:09 from all the way back here, 11:11 just from this morning. So 10 and 12. All right. So don't fight the volume. All right, let's do the indexes. Dow had a crazy run, huh? A little bit of a squeeze. Risk is back down to 358. If we look at today, point of control is at 360.30. We're hanging out at 360 right now. 359.92. And first stop down, potentially 359.66. To the upside, sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. 360.40. Ooh, look at the volume coming in. Do you guys see that? Big volume coming in right at 360. Well, big volume for pre-market. You can see right here, we had big volume at 360.30. And now it just flipped. How cool is that, huh? Get to see it. So maybe they shorted up here and then they just bought it back at 360. All right, let's put the numbers over here. 359.92, 360.40. Russell has retraced back down, pretty wide candlestick today, but did it really trade up there? It did. Traded up there at 440. So point of control right now is hanging out down here at 179.43.46. So this is where we can put this. 179. Let's put it at 179. 179 at 180.20. Qs, right now we're still above the big volume at 385.70, but it looks like maybe, let's do this. Let's throw one on just from this candlestick. All right, so we're below 390.22, so bigger picture, I would do 390.22 and above, move up, below 385.22, break down. $388.50 for a potential move up here. Point of control was up at 389.23. All right. and 387.50. Nice dollar wide area to stay away from. It's, what is that little box called, Roger? All right, SPY, crazy run there. Right here, we pulled back to the 4. Maybe it's going to bounce. Looks like potentially selling wicks. All right, point of control is up at 456.70 right here. So we'd have to go 456.80. There's a nice little spot right there, or down below 455.40. It's a little bit wider on this SPY today. And we have still the VXX down. If we go here, extended hours, something abnormal. This is red while these are all red. This being red to me indicates that people do not have fear. They think that the market is going to continue higher. Any other news announcements that happened while we were chatting? Let's refresh. Unemployment for Canada. Employment change went up. Unemployment rate is the same. Okay. Prison box, don't get caught in it. Project. All right, NVIDIA. So here we have NVIDIA big picture. We're looking at this for Terry. If you have anything you want to check out, any stocks you want me to check out, let me know. We will check it out. Well, the Bitcoin ones look like they might be primed for a pop. So for NVIDIA, 469.50 on the upper and 464.50 on the lower. All right, let's go to silver. Let's check out and see what's going on with silver today. Silver is moving up. Wow, this is my target. 27.67. We need to break out above 26.12. So if we do this, let's do it on a 3-day as well. See, so we need to break up above 26.12 over here, and then up above 27.24. Tesla's pretty weak today. It's on the downside at the moment. Doesn't mean that it will stay there. It's just on, for the moment, it's on the downside. Okay, let's look at GPS gap. It's not that much volume, but it could be retracing for a little pop higher to go to the top of the channel. All right, so we have a reversal top pattern right here. If this goes below 1960, maybe a retracement back down. Would need this to have a strong close up above 20 with volume. They pretty much did that. Closed it above 20, 2015, appearing with higher volume for people to buy into it. So we shall see what happens today. If we go below and we close outside of 1960 to the downside, potential reversal back down, right? So let's also throw this on from earnings. Maybe it'll come back down to 1786. All right, and plug. Been checking out plug. TLT, you got it, Brenda. So plug, yep, plug came down, had bigger volume. I was considering getting in here and should have. Had a nice move. This has potential to reverse. We have bigger volume. We go from earnings, big day down here. Yeah, 348, already up. We had the 4 cross over the 8, so next confirmation would be breaking above 412, in my opinion. All right, let's look at TLT. TLT daily, point of control is all the way down here at 84.50. We go from this area and it moves up to 89.80. We go advance to where that, and 90.56. 91.17. Got those, Brenda? All right, let me take a photo of the list for today for you all. And unless there's any other questions, I'll give you guys just a second. If there are any questions, go ahead and put them in now. while I am uploading the images to the website. You're welcome. It's taking a long time for this to log in. There we go. All right, unless you all have any other questions, I thank you for joining me today. Have an amazing weekend. Carpe Profits, seize those profits one trade at a time. And I would love to see you every trading morning, 8:15. Just sign up as a member and you'll be able to interact and ask questions while I am building the list. And you can ask everyone on the chat today. It is a lot of fun every morning. I bring some positivity, some great potential trades, and we all rock it together. Have a great one. Bye-bye.